Hello students, welcome to SAMI online statistics class. Today we discussed about X bar and R chart. In statistical quality control, X bar chart is used to monitor the average value of process when the samples are collected in regular interval of time, and R chart are used to monitor the variations in quantitative data when samples are collected in regular interval of time. Here, the sample size n is generally considered as 4 or 5 are drawn at a regular interval of time. Then the sample mean x bar and the range r are calculated for each of these samples. Then the control charts are drawn for these statistics. Let us discuss control limits. First you go for x bar chart. Here CL means center line, LCL means lower control limit, and UCL means upper control limit. If standards are given, then CL is mu dash, LCL is mu dash minus A sigma dash, and UCL is mu dash plus A sigma dash. Similarly, if standards are not given, then CL is X double bar, LCL is X double bar minus A2 R bar, UCL is X double bar plus A2 R bar, where X bar is summation of X divided by N and X double bar is summation of X bar divided by K and R bar is summation of R divided by K. Now control limits for R chart. Here CL means center line, LCL means lower control limit, and UCL means upper control limit. If standards are given, then CL is D2 sigma dash, LCL is D1 sigma dash, UCL is D2 sigma dash. And similarly, if standards are not given, then CL is R bar, LCL is D3 R bar, UCL is D4 R bar. Here A, A2, D1, D2, D3 and D4 values are obtained by referring the table. Example 1. Construct X bar chart and R chart for the following data and state your conclusion. So if you want to simplify this, first you have to construct the table, whatever the values they are given, you have to write on the first. Then find out what is summation of X, that means the total of each row. So you have to take the total of first row, that is 68 plus 65 plus 55 plus 32 will get here 220. 32 plus 58 plus 35 plus 62 will get here 187. 70 plus 71 plus 14 plus 09 will get here 164. 65 plus 61 plus 24 plus 26 will get here 176. 47 plus 49 plus 41 plus 31 will get here 168. 50 plus 63 plus 55 plus 80 will get here 248. Then 32 plus 17 plus 11 plus 12 will get here 72. And 22 plus 29 plus 52 plus 5 will get here 108. So once you calculate the total, the next step is finding what is the mean X bar. So X bar is calculated by using the formula is summation of X divided by N. Here summation of X in the first row we got here 220. N is number of values. So total number of values in the first row is 4. So 220 divided by 4 will get here 55. 187 divided by 4 will get here 46.75. 164 divided by 4 will get here 41. 176 divided by 4 will get here 44. 168 divided by 4 will get here 42. 248 divided by 4 will get here 62. 72 divided by 4 will get here 18. 108 divided by 4 will get here 27. So once you calculate the values, so next step is finding the total summation of x bar is how much. So I'll get the total is 335.75. So once you calculate the mean, so next step is finding the range. Range is nothing but the difference between highest value and lowest value. So we'll find out the range here. So first you have to select the highest value in the each row and also the lowest value. Let us move for the first row. Here the highest is 68 and lowest is 32. You take the difference of these two. 68 minus 32 will get here 36. So next highest value is 62 and lowest value is 32. 62 minus 32 will get here 30. Next row highest is 71 and lowest is 9. 71 minus 9 will get here 62. Next row highest is 65 and lowest is 24. 65 minus 24 will get here 41. Next row highest is 49 and lowest is 31. 49 minus 31 will get here 18. Next row highest is 80 and lowest is 50. 80 minus 50 will get here 30. So next row highest is 32 and lowest is 11. 32 minus 11 will get here 21. Next row highest is 52 and lowest is 5. 52 minus 5 will get here 47. So once you calculate the range, next step is finding the total here. If I take the total, I get here 285. Once you calculated the mean and range value, next step is finding what is x double bar and r bar. So we have to calculate what is x double bar. X double bar is summation of x bar divided by k. So summation of x bar is 335.75 and k is 8. So if I divide here, I'll get here 41.96. So next you have to find out what is r bar. R bar is summation of r divided by k. Summation of r is 285 and k is 8. If I divide here, I'll get here 35.625. Here the sample size n is 4. So now we have to calculate the table value by referring this table. Sample size 4 you have to select here, and we have to find what is A2, what is D3 and D4. Here A2 is 0.729 and D3 is 0 and D4 is 2.282. So once you calculated the table value, the next step is finding the control limits. So first you go for control limits for x bar chart. CL central line, that is x double bar, which is going to be 41.96. Then LCL lower control limit, which is x double bar minus A2 R bar. Just substitute the values. We'll get here 41.96 minus 0.729 into 35.625. If we simplify here, we'll get here 15.98. Now you go for upper control limit, that is x double bar plus A2 R bar, which is equal to be 41.96 plus 0.729 into 35.625. If I simplify here, I'll get here 67.93. So now you have to go for control limits for R chart. So center line CL is R bar, which is equal to be 35.625. Lower control limit is D3 R bar, which is equal to be 0 into 35.625. If I multiply here, I'll get here 0. Then upper control limit D4 R bar, which is equal to be 2.282 into 35.625. If I multiply here, I'll get here 81.29. So once you calculated upper control limit, lower control limit, then the center line, next step is plotting the chart. So now you move for x bar chart. First plot x-axis. On x-axis, you have to take sample number, and then plot y-axis. On the y-axis, you have to take sample mean. Now divide the x-axis by referring sample number. Here total 8 sample numbers are given. So divide the x-axis in 8 equal parts. Maintain the distance 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter and make the first division and write here 1. So whatever distance you maintain for the first division, the same distance maintain for the other divisions and write 2. Next you write 3, next 4, next 5, next 6, 7 and 8. So like this you have to make 8 divisions on x-axis. Now move to the y-axis. Before dividing y-axis, first verify upper control limit and highest value in sample mean. Here upper control limit is 67.93 and the highest value in x bar is 62. So upper control limit is more compared to the highest value in mean. So whichever is the highest, that value you have to take consideration for dividing the y-axis. Here also maintain some distance like 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter and make the first division and write 10. So whatever distance you maintain for the first division, the same distance you maintain for the other divisions and write here 20, next 30, then 40, then 50, 60 and 70. Next step is plotting the center line. You have to plot a bolded line for CL, that is 41.96, and next you have to move for upper control limit and lower control limit. So for upper control limit and lower control limit, you have to use a broken line. Once CL, LCL and UCL is plotted, then by referring the sample number and sample mean, put the points on the graph. For 1, it is 55. So we have to put here the point. Then for 2, it is 46.75. So put the point. So like this, you have to put the point one by one. For 3, 41. For 4, 44. For 5, 42. For 6, 62. For 7, 18. And for 8, 27. Then join these points by using straight line like this. This type of presentation is known as X-bar chart. Now, by this graph, we can write the conclusion. The points are within the control limits, therefore the process is under control. Our chart is plotted as follows. First plot x-axis. On x-axis, you have to take a sample number. Next, you have to plot y-axis. On the y-axis, you have to take the sample range. Now, divide the x-axis by referring the sample numbers here. Here, total 8 sample numbers are given. So, divide x-axis in 8 equal parts. Maintain the distance 1 or 2 centimeters and make the first division and write here 1. So whatever distance you maintain for the first division, the same distance maintain for the other divisions and write 2. Next you have to write 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So like this you have to make 8 divisions on x-axis. Now you have to move for y-axis. Before dividing the y-axis, first verify the upper control limit and also the highest value in the range. So here the upper control limit is 81.29 and the highest is here 62. Whichever is highest, that value you have to take consideration for dividing the y-axis. So here highest is 81.29. This one you have to consider for dividing the y-axis. Here also maintain some distance like 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter and make the first division and write 10. So whatever distance you maintain for the first division, the same distance you maintain for the other divisions and write the next value, that is 20. Next you have to write 30. Next you have to write 40. Next 50. Next you have to write 60. Next you have to write 70, 80 and 90. So like this 90 divisions will be made on y-axis. Next step is plotting CL, that means central line. We have to plot bolded line for CL, that is 35.62, and use a broken line for upper control limit and lower control limit. Once CL, LCL and UCL is plotted, then by referring the sample number and sample range, put the points on the graph. Here for 1 it is 36, so we have to put the point here on the graph. Then for 2 it is 30, put the point on the graph. Similarly for 3 it is 62, for 4 it is 41, for 5 it is 18, for 6 it is 30, for 7 it is 21, for 8 it is 47. Like this you have to put the points. Then join these points by using the straight line like this. You have to join one by one. This type of presentation is known as R chart. Now, by using this graph, we can write the conclusion. Here, the points are within the control limits.